to say, hey guys, it's Klaus. It's time for some map tactics, and today let's talk about Pilsen. Okay, so this is Pilsen, and let's start by discussing the places you can go if you want to just be useless and pathetic. Okay, so if you spawn in the south right here, if you just stay near the spawn, right around these buildings here, then you can be useless and pathetic. And if you spawn in the north and you just stay around these buildings here, you can also be useless and pathetic. Now, if you want to be a little less useless, but still pathetic, you can go sit in these bushes here and just wait to have one shot along one line if someone shows up. Or from the south, you go sit in these bushes here. Then you just have one shot along one line if someone shows up. So not completely useless, but pretty pathetic. Also, if you just go to the east side and just sit way back here in these bushes, you can be pretty pathetic. Or if you sit way back here in these bushes, you can be pretty pathetic. The other place you can be useless, pathetic, and stupid is if you just rush into the middle here, into this big open warehouse, and just kind of fumble around looking through some of these openings. There's opening here, 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 and here. So if you go anywhere in here, you can pretty much be shot from everywhere on the map. Now, some people rush all the way down into some of these places, they get killed right away. Okay, so those are all the places you can be useless, pathetic, and stupid. Got that out of the way. The place where most of the fighting in the game is won on this map, you just look at it, is this area right here. Okay? This area has cover. You can, from the north, work into these warehouses, and there's openings and cover everywhere here. Different options. You can go this way, you can go this way. If there's one useless stupid shooting along the one line here, you just get into cover, right, and move in here. There's lots of different areas that you can move around in here and have a big fight with the enemy from the south and from the north. So even though you are close to the enemy, you could be sitting right here and the enemy could be sitting right there. Even though you are close, you have more cover here, even if you're a light tank or auto loader, than you do here. We'll discuss that in a minute. So there's lots of places to hide, lots of cover, and lots of different routes. And Klaus cannot explain all of the different possibilities here. There's just one big fight in this area. Do not be afraid to get close to the enemy. Do not just, if you spawn in the south, just go to this corner and wait, or just go to this door and wait, or just drive to this door and wait. You're almost as useless as the guy sitting back here. You can move into these buildings and wait at these doorways or scoot across or get into areas here where you're very close to the enemy but still have cover. So if you're a heavy tank, you've got good armor, you have a long reload, you like to side scrape, this is the perfect area for you. Or even if you have a French auto loader, right? You're hiding behind one of these spots and you know there's an enemy here and he takes a shot. You poke out, you could take 4 shots and get into cover and be safe, even though you're right beside the enemy. Okay, so this is the cover area to fight. Now the open area is on the other side, this big open field area. And this is an interesting area, but the problem, you think, oh, if I have fast tank, good gun depression, go to the field. That makes sense. You can spawn in the south here and work your way. There's lots of terrain. This picture does not show the terrain, but there's ridge lines, so you can get into here, shoot from these ridge lines, and there's some cover. But Klaus has found that anywhere on this east side in this field, anywhere, unless you're right behind some of these ridge lines, you can be shot by some of the people that just start the game and sit by these buildings or this corner, or that sit by these buildings or this corner. They can just shoot up anywhere onto the field, or someone sitting right here can shoot anywhere onto this field. Someone sitting back here or over here can shoot anywhere onto this field. So some of the players get the habit of just starting here and just sitting at spawn behind the building to shoot up at the field. But remember, if they can shoot you, you can shoot them. So if you go to the field and you find some of these places, like here, behind these buildings, some ridge lines and some undulations here. You can get hull down and shoot the stupids that are just sitting by these buildings. Or from the north side, you can get to these ridge lines here and by this cover here, these buildings, and shoot the stupids that are just waiting. But this is a much more open fight. You're exposed to artillery, and there's usually some from the south go here and some from the north go there. So you're fighting head on, and you're also getting shot from the sides. Right? So this is a very open place. You may think it's better for fast tanks, but you have more angles that you can get shot from here than you do here. One thing you can do from the field, if there's anybody that's stupid enough to just drive through the middle, and this is not a bad idea. Claus is not saying it's a bad idea. Sometimes in the game, you can scoot across the middle to flank. But if your team loses the field here, if there's enemies on these ridge lines and you drive through the middle, they will shoot you through this opening as you drive by. Right? So you have to, as the game progresses, let's say you're here and you go into this area where you're going to have the close-in fight, and you want to flank around. So you drive around here and you want to drive through the middle. Well, check if your team has the field first. If the enemies control this center part of the field, then do not drive through the middle here, 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 or here. You will get shot. Okay, so the field is important. It's just a harder fight and open to more angles of attack, whereas this side has more cover. Now, if you spawn, let's say, example, you spawn on the south and you're fighting in here and you're losing this side. Now, if you pull back to right about here, this is low ground. All of this area, the 1, 2, 3 line is all low ground. If you pull back, you can be shooting down at your enemies and in cover in these positions here, behind these buildings. Same from the north. If you pull back to here or these buildings, you can be shooting down on the enemy. And also, if you win this side, you are on low ground. You can work your way up here, and you can be hulled down along this ridge line and this ridge line, shooting either into this cap or this cap. Now, the same as every other map tactic, if you win the east side or the west side, you start in the north and you push down and you win this side, before you just drive blindly into the cap, right? Or you win here, before you just drive blindly into the cap, stop after you win your side and see what's happening on the map. Maybe you win this side and you notice your team needs help here. They're getting pushed back. Well, then you can scoot through the middle and help them instead of just driving blindly to the cap. GG, we win, and then your whole team dies and they come and kill you, right? Or if you win this side, from the north, you push down, you win this side, and you notice your field side over here has lost, the enemy has pushed all the way, then, don't drive into the cap, GG, we win, and then your whole team dies and they come and kill you. No, you can drive back, right? So that's the same for all maps. When you win your side, this map is a little different because the center does not control the map. The center is the area where you can drive back to protect your cap or switch flanks to go help the other flank, as long as you know where the enemy is and whether you can get hit. If you cannot get hit from the field, you can go right through the center. If you can get hit from the field, then maybe you go this way. Okay, so let's watch game. Claus is spawning on the south and is in a heavy tank, so we'll go to the area with cover on the west. Okay, so game is starting. Claus is in the IS-2, middle tier, Russian heavy tank. And let's look at the mini-map now. We all spawned here. Some hopefully will go to the west into these warehouses. Some will go to the east. And some might just stay at the beginning. Claus is heading west. Refer to the mini-map. Claus will speak from the mini-map. That corner there, it looks like the Carnarvon's going there. Some people may scoot across the west. And it looks like quite a few tanks are going to the field side. So this is good. Skoda, Jackson are going to the field. T-37 to the field. There's E-25 sitting on the corner. Enemies sitting on the corner. Like stupids, they just sit there. They can shoot the field, these guys. But they can get shot too. Let's see what happens. See if our team shoots them from the field side. Now Klaus is slow here. It looks like the IS-3, the Canar, lots of people ahead of Klaus, and they've spotted some enemies, so we'll take some shots from here if there is a chance. Provincia! Okay, look at the minimap. It looks like a lot of the enemies have moved into the warehouses. They are smart. Oh, look at all the enemies. And Klaus is just going to take a few more shots from this spot. Klaus is not camping, but there's some targets here. And might as well shoot you. Provincia. So the enemy is very aggressively moved into the warehouses. That is good. But our team has moved aggressively into, so there will be a big fight here. Klaus got hit by the tiger, but we'll return the favor here. If the tiger is stupid enough to poke out, come on, tiger, you can poke out. Come on. There you go. There you go. Now look at our team has taken control of the field. They can shoot those guys, and those guys on the corner have moved back. Our AMX and Scorpion really, they're not doing much, but most of the fight is here with the IS-3 and the Carnarvon, and Klaus is going to have to move up here and support, but a little bit pinned down by this tiger. Looks like the Scorpion wants to shoot this tiger. And how long can Klaus just wait here? Not probably better to just move up. You see our campers back here, these two TDs? They have done nothing so far because they're too far back. There, the Scorpion has killed the tiger. He's got his one shot from those bushes. And let's see if he moves up. Well, maybe not, but Klaus is going to move in now. The enemies are controlling the west. Our team has won the field, now is shooting into the middle. Gatov, Klaus had to take him out. Look at the minimap. There's some enemies right in the middle. And now our team from the field is going to move in and kill the stupids that went into the middle. But the big fight is here where there's cover. Now look how close Klaus is to these enemies, but there is cover. And Klaus did not hit the Super Pershing weak spot. You see how close we are, but there is cover. You can be close to the enemy, but have cover. Now, Klaus's teammate is going into flank, so have to help. Come on, here we go. There you go, 428 damage for you. Our teammate has moved in like a boss. Klaus has to help him, but reload. Oh, maybe take this guy out first. Oh, missed the Scorpion. Okay. Oh, we're gonna get shot by the Super Pershing. And he bounced because this is a Russian Tier 7 tank, so a Tier 8 tank cannot pen a Russian Tier 7 tank. And look at the minimap now. Our field has won, and they've scooted through the middle to flank. You see that? They have won the field. They did not just GG go to the base. They've moved into flank, so that's good. Klaus missed like a noob. And now there's lots of cover in these buildings here. We are losing in the buildings. Klaus is going to help this Oni. Maybe take a shot at you. There you go. Get the hell into cover again. There's another, what is that, a Cromwell? Klaus is surrounded, but there's cover everywhere. And yeah, just ignore the big Russian tank. Prototype, it'll all work out for you. Yeah, don't worry about the big Russian heavy tank with 390 alpha right behind you. It's all right. Provincia. Uh-oh. Let's see. Which tank is a little bit more maneuverable? A Russian heavy tank? Oh, you hit Klaus. Well, have to go back to the garage. Onishtola. Okay. So there's still a fight going on. You notice that our team has won the field. They scooted through the middle and now are behind the enemy and flanking. And Klaus got rid of him. So perfect play by our light tanks that went to the field, shot the campers on the other team, and then scooted through the middle to flank instead of just driving to the cap. So you see that? They fought on the east side, then they scooted through the middle, they helped flank, and we won this western area. Now we are going to go to the cap together. Fantastic teamwork. But there's still 2 tanks left. Klaus has a destroyed engine, so it's pretty slow. Let's fast forward a little bit and watch the end of this game. Now maybe Klaus can get a few more shots here. There's a Tier 8 American tank. No problem for a Tier 7 Russian premium tank to penetrate. And there's 2 pesky survivors on the enemy team that have played fairly well. Klaus not sure if they camped all game or if they just good players and survive. But now we are winning here, and light tanks should flank around. Claus is going to move in closer here. And what do you think the chances of this Tier 8 American tank is going to poke out one more time to get hit by Klaus's big gun? Look at the minimap here. Let's take a shot. There you go. There's another 368 damage. And now it looks like our team has this wrapped up. So let's just move to the post-game stats. Ace, tanker, and high caliber. Not so bad. Let's look at the team score. And almost 5,000 damage and 1,743 XP. Pretty good. Klaus was middle tier and shot a lot of higher tier tanks. On the west side, where the big boys fight. And great job by the Skoda and the T-37 that did a great job flanking around on that east side. So I hope you enjoyed this map tactic video, and if you did, check out the playlist called Map Tactics to find lots of other maps and lots of other tactics. Thank you all for watching. Share or like this video to help the channel, and Klaus appreciate it. Thank you all for watching.